Hello class, today we will focus our attention to the First Amendment. This is a vital lecture for the well-being of not only your ability to produce a informative Prezi presentation or help you out in a standardized test down the line. I think the First Amendment will also help your standing as an American citizen. This is a vital amendment we have at our disposal, and it's for us. It protects us, the common man, the wealthy man, the poor man. It protects every one of those human beings in America. Let's dive into this here. Okay, according to the Constitution, the First Amendment is as follows. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This lecture we will dive into the religion aspect. We will dive into the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, the ability to have a peaceful assembly, to petition the government when we have a problem with it. Now let's fast forward right now to you woke up tomorrow morning and the First Amendment did not exist. Alright, I want you to keep that scenario fresh in your mind. What would change? How would our past change if there wasn't the First Amendment? Our speech would be affected, our petition would be affected. What if the day before Martin Luther King presented the I Have a Dream speech, the First Amendment did not exist? This magical moment in history could not be captured, would never have occurred. So let's take a listen here. Now you see right here the right to assemble, peacefully assemble and petition the government for a civil rights bill. African Americans in this country were suppressed in the 60s. Martin Luther King took a nonviolent approach, and they had a peaceful assembly, and a lot was happened because of this one, as far as the changes in legislature. Again, all ties back to the First Amendment. Now, what if we woke up tomorrow without the freedom of the press, the ability of our media to present information to the public in the news, not just the news that the government wants us to hear, news that the people, that the common man, the wealthy man, the poor man want to know. So here we go, back to Watergate. This is a situation in history where if we didn't have the freedom of press, I tell you what, the government, you think the president would want this headline as far as being investigated after two burglars were caught in a hotel in the Democratic Convention? No, that's not the case at all. They would you think he would want to be expecting impeachment similar to President Clinton here? Do you think he would want this headline? Probably not. President Obama wouldn't want this headline as far as a political cartoon. But in America, we have the right to the freedom of the press. We can be overly critical of the government officials, of government policy. We have that ability as an American because of the First Amendment. And lastly, we're going to focus on the freedom of religion. Freedom of religion is vital again to our well-being as an American citizen. It's being brought up right now in the news as far as some of the politicians running for the presidential election, like Donald Trump. He's basically trying to take away some rights for Muslims in this country, which would be a violation of our First Amendment. If Muslims are American, they have the right to practice whatever religion they want to, because it's under the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Now, if I Google churches in America, look at all these different denominations come up: Catholic, Protestant, Baptist, Lutheran, Orthodox, etc. All this would not be possible if we did not have the First Amendment. So you could wake up tomorrow and the government would tell you, hey, but you couldn't go to the Baptist church, you couldn't go to Muslim church, you couldn't go to Catholic church. That would be the case if we didn't have the First Amendment. So in conclusion, I feel blessed. Notice the wing sign. I feel blessed. A little ironic that I do feel blessed because I have the opportunity to feel blessed because of the First Amendment, that I'm protected by the First Amendment. You, me, your parents, your future kids will be protected by the First Amendment, and it is a great right we have as Americans, and we should appreciate the First Amendment. Thank you, class.